Good morning from Sea Life Orlando. We were invited out today to experience a behind the scenes tour, and I'm gonna get in the tank with the fishes.
I'm so excited. I can't wait to see what Jackson thinks.
Right?
I think he's probably gonna like have his mind blown that you're inside with the sea life.
Right?
We are also gonna get to feed some of the sea life. There's lots of exciting stuff happening today.
Yeah. So let's head inside. So Sea Life is a family-friendly aquarium located at Icon Park in Orlando, Florida, just underneath the Icon wheel. So we're going to be starting out the day with a behind-the-scenes tour, which is available to general day guests in addition to your ticket into Sea Life. So it's going to be $9.99 on top of your admission in. So admission is $33.95 for adults and $28.95 for kids, and then on top of that, you would pay $9.99 per person, either adult or child, doesn't matter, for the behind-the-scenes tour that we're going to go do right now. Jackson's already excited to see the fish. We haven't even gone inside yet. This is just the aquarium out in the front.
And the rocks.
Oh, and the rocks. He loves the rocks. You see those fish, buddy? Can you wave hello to the fish?
That's a cool one.
Is that a triggerfish? He's excited about seeing fish.
Hey Jackson, me.
How excited are you, Jackson? Me. Ooh, the very first room that we come into is this huge aquarium that goes the entire way around the room. Look at this. Also, there's a ridiculous echo point in the center of this room. I can just hear myself echoing. You ready, Jackson? You hear Daddy? Say, yeah!
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 Oh yeah, right here.
Yeah, right in the center. Also, it should be noted that everything in Sea Life has different levels. So for kids Jackson's size, there are aquariums like this one, which is real low, that he can see inside of. Look, Jackson, this aquarium is exactly your size. Look at that. They're right down on your level. So a kid any size could just come right up and be able to have a great view of the fish. And that's the way it is all throughout this aquarium, is we have lots and lots of low environments and higher environments for kids of all ages. And so that means that all of these aquariums are accessible to all different height levels. The aquariums here are also really large. Like, it gives a lot of opportunities. If there was a huge crowd here, if there were a lot of people in here, there's still probably going to be plenty of space for everybody to get a look at what's going on in the aquarium. Here's another great example of the different accessibility heights. So you got a small tunnel for kids, and then a larger tunnel for adults and like older kids. Like, we can fit right through this one. And then the fish are all around us. You see all those fish? Those are fish. You waving at the fishes? Those are the moon jellies. So Jen was asking what the little red specks are, and I believe that that's just food. They're eaten. Ooh, one fun thing about Sea Life is that they have all these interactive elements for kids, even kids Jackson's size. So when you push the button, it changes the color of the light that is over top of the moon jelly habitat. So because moon jellies are translucent, depending on what light is shown on them, it changes their color. So like this, the moon jelly is green right now, but it's not really green. It just has a green light shining on it. So this is where we head into the heavily themed area, and the first themed area that we come into is called Shark Shipwreck. So this area is themed like a shipwreck. This particular tank has a wolf eel in it, and he is frightening looking. So they have an interactive screen over here where you can touch the screen and see what kind of shark it is. So this is a saw shark. So push this one.
This one?
Yeah. Look at this giant manta ray, it's giant. Wow. It said, although they're different, rays and sharks actually share a common ancestor. So Sea Life's 3 largest habitats are broken up into 3 different sections for 3 different oceans: Atlantic Ocean, Pacific Ocean, and the Indian Ocean. And this one happens to be the Atlantic Ocean. Oh, and you can see over to the 360 tunnel. So this is the habitat that I'm gonna be in. You can see it's got sharks, all kinds of other different fish. And then I think somewhere in here is a sea turtle named Chelly. Now we're headed into a different section for one of the large habitats, and that is in the Pacific Ocean. And we can tell because it's projected on the ground. Not only is it projected on the ground, but there's a large sign here that gives you some facts about the Pacific Ocean and some of the threats. So as a result of overfishing, our oceans are running out of many species of fish. It is estimated that stocks of endangered bluefin tuna in the northern Pacific have dropped by 96%. 96%. That's intense. They're setting up a salad bar for Chelly. This is the 360 tunnel, and we are back in, oh look, he's making bubble rings. Wow. Buddy, you want to see him make some bubble rings? Look, he's making bubble rings.
Oh, look. What is he doing? Wow.
That was neat. Alright, now we're headed into the Indian Ocean section.
Alright, let's go see it.
And this is where we can meet Ted, the loggerhead sea turtle. There he is. Hanging out.
Fun fact, he's also Orlando's most loved animal.
Why is that?
Because he's Ted.
Okay.
Wow, he's huge. It's a turtle.
He's coming over to say hello, buddy. You're showing him your turtle? Look at that. That's right, buddy. Yeah, turtle.
He's trying so hard to share.
Good job, buddy. Yeah, that's a turtle.
He said, I wish you could hear him. He said, hi, turtle.
We were just kind of making our way through the aquarium back to the behind the scenes area, and we're getting ready to start the behind the scenes tour now. You ready, bud? So they actually stopped doing the behind the scenes tours for a little bit, but now they're back open. They started doing them about a month ago again. So Sea Life is actually an AZA facility, which is an Association of Zoos and Aquariums, which is a very rigorous certification to maintain. So we're going to learn a little bit about the life support area, and that is basically the filters for all of the water here. And they have about 300,000 gallons of water altogether here at Sea Life.
This is actually good bacteria. So we have a big wall of this, the water filters through, takes out things like fish poop.
Okay.
Yep. About 4,000 animals, that's bound to happen, right? So after it's going to go through this, it may go through a section called our mechanical. And that's going to be the big blue tubey things back there. That's my technical term for it. Now inside those big blue tubes, there's sand and gravel. We're going to force the water up through the gravel, filters through the sand, now you're capturing even smaller particles. We also go through a UV filter, that's going to be our chemical process. If you had an aquarium at home that was a salt aquarium, you might actually use something called a protein skimmer. Maybe something that's just about maybe 10, 11 inches tall. Our protein skimmer here, that's the big gray thing right there. So that is one protein skimmer, but we have 5.
So they don't pipe in any sort of salt water or anything, they make their own. So per 10,000 gallons of water, they use one of these bags of salt, and that is about 1.25 tons of salt. This right here is a section that they're working on. You can see it's behind curtains and stuff like that because it's not quite ready yet, but basically they're going to be housing and growing live coral here. They're going to be one of 49 facilities in the United States that can grow coral with the idea of repopulating it back into the ocean. So coral's not doing the best right now, so they're trying to spur a little bit more growth in the wild. These are brine shrimp And they've got these little cones full of them over here. And they use those to feed various animals throughout the aquarium. For example, the moon jellies, which we actually saw not too long ago. Okay, this is the food prep area, and this is where they would prepare the food for the larger animals here at Sea Life. They said that the trucks that drop off the food here for the fish at Sea Life are the same trucks that drop off the fish for some of the restaurants on International Drive. So it's the same high quality food that we could get if we just went to a restaurant up the road.
So this is a target right here to train some of our animals. And basically what we would do is we would put this target into the water and then put in the food. As the animal's swimming around, they're going to sense and see that target and then see the food. It's just repetition and positive reinforcement. So after several times they'll swim around and see that, then we can duplicate it when they get into the main habitat.
These are actually real lobster molts, so the lobster will shed its exoskeleton as it is growing.
They crawl right out there.
Yeah, this is a spiny lobster.
And this one is a slipper lobster.
One of them weird looking lobsters.
Oh yeah. Animal or something we have to check out. Extra, we also might have babies. So we have had some successes here. We have some baby axolotls that are in a habitat, and we also have some baby seahorses. But back in 2016, we had some white-spotted bamboo sharks that actually laid their eggs. These are called a mermaid purse. And the males fertilized them, and we went ahead and brought them into the back here. Had a light shining on them. These are translucent when they're underwater. And then back in December of 2016, specifically Christmas Day, they were actually born. And they are currently on display right now.
So this is where you store all of the dive gear, because in order to maintain the aquariums here, they're so big, the aquarists actually have to get into dive gear and dive into the aquariums to service them. So what we're looking at is the Pacific Ocean section of the tank, and then the Atlantic Ocean on the far side. You can see some of the windows that we were looking in earlier. And then the loud noise is that filter room, the life support room that we saw earlier with the different, here's the protein skimmer, this is the physical filter where it has the rocks and sand in it. And this is the overflow where the water goes into the actual filtration system. Oh, you can see the sharks swimming underneath right now. So you can see one of the tunnels right here that guests can walk through. This is actually just a 180-degree tunnel, so it's just the top and the sides. Over there is a full 360-degree tunnel that is the only one in Florida. So you can see through the top, you can see through the bottom, you can see through all the sides. And we're actually going to get in the water a little bit later, so you guys will get a better look at what these tunnels look like in the water. And then Jen and Jackson will be underneath me while I'm swimming in here. I was just asking to prepare myself for when I get in there what the temperature is. It's 77 degrees, and this is only about 17 feet deep. So not bad at all. So we were talking about targets earlier. This is actually a target right here. This is Shelly's target, who is a sea turtle. And the reason that they use this target is it is a way to bring the animal over. So if a veterinarian or something needs to have a look at the animal, they would put out the target and the animal knows, okay, I should go over to that target, and then the veterinarian can have a closer look at them. So like, for example, Shelly would normally be in here, and if they put the target in the water, he would swim up, and then they could get a real close look at him, make sure he doesn't have any issues. So we're actually at the point where the tour used to end, but since they've brought them back, they have added in another element where we're gonna go do a feeding. Also, you can sort of see, when we were standing on top, you can see some of the aquarium that we were just looking down into. So we were just like kind of right up here. You can see the lights and the railing up there that we were looking over top of, and this fish. So this is the 180-degree tunnel that we were just underneath, and we were standing kind of right up there. Ooh.
Yeah, look at that.
You see that shark, buddy?
That was really cool. There's a
Shark.
right there.
And this is the 360-degree tunnel.
There's a fish right under your foot.
Yeah, look.
There's a ray right under your feet. Look at this ray. Whoa.
Also, good timing, there's Chelly, our green sea turtle.
Oh, Shelly.
Cool. She has the bubble.
Yes, bubble butt is
The actual term for the condition that Shelly has is bubble butt, and that's why he is non-releasable back out into the wild. You see that turtle, buddy? You see him? Yeah.
Wow.
Chomp chomp, there is a feeding in progress because we're going to feed these fish here. Oh, so we're gonna feed them nori.
So before we were talking about target training, we target train our larger animals. However, in this case, They're already here. We are the target at this point. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the pole, dip the nori down into the water, and they're going to come right after like a big old feeding frenzy.
Okay.
All right?
You're gonna help mommy? So just dip it right in the water?
Yep,
Okay.
right down into the water there.
Ooh, buddy, look, they're all eating that nori. They love sushi.
Oh my goodness.
Whoa, they're like really pulling on it.
There's still
A little bit
more.
left. Do you feel them moving the pole and everything, buddy?
Yeah.
Wow. Ooh, you like this? He's doing a little buddy dance. Eat it all, buddy.
Good job. You're like a professional fish feeder.
Wow.
You did it.
So this is typically where the tour would end, but we were invited out by Sea Life to experience the next thing that we're going to show you, and I'm super excited for it.
We feed some of our condo stingrays and our zebra shark, and they get vitamins every day, and they're special made for sharks and stingrays, which is really cool. Okay. So we're going to show you how to do that, and then we're going to help prep our sea turtles salad for the day. So today our cows have caitlin and squid and shrimp, shell on shrimp, and our zebra shark has mackerel and squid. You want to help?
Yummy.
Our sea turtle will love this. So this is the same lettuce you guys can buy at Publix. Publix literally delivers here. So they get all restaurant quality seafood and frozen.
Good
That's
job, buddy. You
great.
made that entire turtle salad. So we are back up above the habitats right now. So they're going to feed the cow nose rays, but I'll actually get to target feed one of the sharks in just a minute. But I wanted to mention that this part of our tour is not something that is available to the general public. This is something that Sea Life invited us out for, and we're super excited to show you guys the feeding of the cow nose rays. And then a little bit later, I'm actually going to get into the water with some of the animals. So we're going to get some close-up views of the animals, and we're going to get to see how they feed them. So I'm very excited for this part, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So now they are going to feed the cow nose rays, and you can see all the rays getting ready. They know what's happening, and she just leans over, lays down, and hand feeds them. You can see this board here has all of the different names of the rays, of the cow nose rays, and their specific markings. So we've got Luke and Han and Chewie and Finn and Harvey, everybody's favorite Star Wars character, Harvey.
Okay, so Tim is going to be feeding Joy, the zebra shark. So Tim is getting ready to go into the tank.
I'm gonna go in the water.
And you're going to be snorkeling with the Sea Life.
Yeah,
At Sea Life. Ooh, there he goes. There he is. Wow. If you look up, you can see Daddy. Are you waving to Daddy? Oh, I love it. So cute. So, you just got out of the water.
Yeah.
I'm so curious, how cold was it?
Oh, it wasn't bad.
No? Can I feel you?
Yeah, it's only 77 degrees.
That's pretty chilly.
I mean, it wasn't, like, I'm kind of hot because I'm wearing 2 layers.
Oh yeah, you have on 2 wetsuits.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So,
And boots and gloves.
what did you think?
It was fun.
It was
I liked
really neat to see you from below.
It was neat to see how fast the sharks can move.
Yeah.
And it was really, did you get to see that I got to get up close and personal with Shelly?
I did, yeah, I saw that. I showed a little bit of it.
Yeah, it was cool.
So, what kind of sharks were you in there with?
Black tips.
Oh wow, okay.
Yeah.
So
they didn't want anything to do with me.
Right.
Like they were staying far away.
I saw Shelly was really getting close to you for the lettuce.
Right.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, and then some of the other littler fish too.
They were just kind of curious what you were doing.
Yeah.
Very neat. All right.
I liked it.
Should you get out of your
sea life?
Yeah.
So this is where I was. You can see Shelly up here. And I was on top of that walkway right there. Up there is where we fed Shelly, and these are all the sharks that were swimming around with me. And then these big fish. And now we're headed into a touch tank area, which is an area where you can touch the different animals in here.
So what is he touching?
Touching a sea anemone.
That is a sea anemone.
Oh, a sea anemone?
Gonna touch this one? Did you see it close up? Does it come to you? See how squishy that is?
And then you have
Yeah.
sea stars.
Can you say sea star?
Yeah.
That's
Wow,
right.
good job.
All of these animals are from the Pacific Northwest, so cold water.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
so cold when you touch it, right, buddy? Good job, buddy.
Was that fun?
All right, you want to rinse your hands off now?
Yeah, let's rinse our hands off. Another thing that's really great about sea life and just aquariums in general is that they always have a really great message of conservation and protecting the oceans and the waters around us. So there are 5 things that you can do to help. Taking all your trash away with you after you've had fun at the beach or the river or the lakes. Reduce, reuse, and recycle. Using a canvas tote instead of a plastic tote. Never buying things that are made from endangered or threatened species. Only buying fish from sustainable sources. And then of course respecting nature and the animals that live in wild places. So there's 5 ways that you can help to protect the oceans and the creatures for generations to come. Right before we leave, I noticed this fact about sea treasures. There's an estimated 3 million shipwrecks on the seabed. Many are believed to contain gold, jewels, art, and ancient artifacts. Experts have valued this sunken treasure at $60 billion. Holy cow. And that, of course, leads us to the exit through the gift shop. Oh, I like these. These are hysterical. Join the shark side. And then the Sea Vengers. And then the Sea Credibles. Alright, so there you have it. That was our trip out to Sea Life Orlando. I want to say thank you again to Sea Life for having us out. It was a fantastic experience. We had a lot of fun touring Sea Life, and Jackson had so much fun learning about all the animals.
Yeah, and we really enjoyed the behind the scenes tour. It's neat to see how much goes into running an aquarium like this. So I did want to reiterate that although the snorkeling that I did inside of the habitat is not something that's available to the general public, super thankful to Sea Life for allowing us to do it and to show you guys some up close and personal shots of some of the animals that they have on display here.
Yeah, and Jackson, again, had a really good time watching Daddy through the 360 tunnel.
It was also really neat to be
Cool.
able to see all of the stuff that was on Jackson's level. So Sea Life is a fantastic family-friendly aquarium here in Orlando, Florida at Icon Park. So a fantastic day. And with that being said, we are off. We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Natalie. I'm from Tampa, and now it's time to pay the price.